Hi everybody, it's 2 o'clock on a Friday and today I am making a panoramic fun fold card. So this one, you can see how it continues on the paper, very pretty. And then this one, I've added a white strip. So two different ones, but using the panoramic. And I'm using Christmas Spectacular paper by 49th and Market. So stay with me and I will show you how to make it. All right. So this is the paper that I'm using. And you can see right here that there is the side of the paper that I am using. You could also get another one and use it on this side. But this is the side that I'm using. So we're going to work with that. So I'm just going to cut this in half first. So I'm going to cut it in half this way first. So add the 6 mark. Okay. So now I have 2 pieces. The reason I cut it this way first is because the top one is going to be 5 1/4 by 8, and the bottom one is going to be 5 1/4 by 6. So we'll do this one first. So this is 5 1/4 by 6. And then I'm going to cut it this way to 5 1/4. I think I cut it this way. All right. Now I'm going to turn it and I'm going to cut this into some pieces. So the first section is going to be 2 3/4. So we'll do 2 3/4 right there. And then the next piece is going to be 1 1/8. All right, so 1 1/8. And then the third piece is going to be 2 1/8. So it's exactly the right. Okay. And then I'm also going to cut a piece of white paper that is 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. So those are all the pieces that I need. All right. For the base of the card, so this is an 8 1/2 by 11 piece of paper. So what you could do is, for the whole length of the paper, you can score without it being cut yet. You could score at 1 1/2 all the way down and at 4 1/4 all the way down. All right. So this would be your full paper. And then with the long side at the top, you cut it at 5 1/2. So now you have your 2 pieces, but you only had to score once. Okay. Hi, Julie and Anna and Marilyn. I sent your parcel off. Darlene. All right, so now I'm going to fold and burnish. So I'll fold on my center one, and then I'll fold this back as a mountain. All right. Okay. Okay. So this piece is going to go on here, like so. All right. And I'm leaving a little border around it, like that. Okay. So it's going on here. We are going to be cutting one more piece, but I'm going to do that after I get the other one cut. Okay, so that one goes there. Now I'm going to open it up. And the next one is this one. You can see how it all matches for the panorama. So this one goes here in this little section. And then I have this one. This one goes here. And then I have my white. Okay, and everything has 1/8 of an inch border. Okay, so now it goes like this. Now, I'm not cutting this yet for a reason. Let me see here. I do. Now, I don't want to cut this because I could use that on a card, correct? So I want to make sure I'm cutting this side. So I'm just going to flip that over. And and the green part is a 2.5 by 5 1/4. So again, I want to save this one. So I'm going to use this side. So it is 2.5. And I'll put that aside for another card. Flip that over and do 5 1/4. So that's 2.5 by 5 1/4. All right, so now I can put this on, and I'm just going to tuck it in here. All right, so there is the card. Now I'm going to give this a really good burnish here on that fold line. And there we go. All right, we're going to stamp after we make the other one. All right, now I'm going to bring this one in. All right, and this is card 2. I'm going to do this a little different. This piece is going to be 5 1/4 by 8 because I'm not going to be having a piece of white. I'm going to use this as for the sentiment. Okay, and then of course you could use this as another card. So I'm just going to cut this way. So I'm going to do 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. I better do 5 1/4. Just one sec. I got to get my other trimmer out. So I'm going to do so this one's going to be 8 by 5 1/4. I think I'll do the top part off. You can determine what you want to cut off by the pattern. Okay, and then I'm also going to cut off two and 3/4, 2.5 for the green. Did I have some left over on this one? I think I'd rather have this one, so I'm going to cut this one up. I think that one would be nicer for a card, so I'm going to cut this one up. Okay. All right, now I'm going to bring in my second piece that I had folded on the score lines. All right. Now, this is the piece that I'm going to cut. This is my 5 1/4 by 8. So the first one I'm going to cut is 2 3/4. And then I'm going to cut 1 1/8. One and an eighth, and then I'm going to cut 4. So I'm just going to cut a smidge off of that one. Okay. So this one's going to go on here, leaving a 1/8. Whoops. An 1/8 of an, oops, I put too much on there. So I'm leaving an 1/8 of an inch border, and then I'm opening it up, and then I'm going to put my 1 1/8. Yes, I like it too, Darlene. There we go, and it matches. And then this one is going to cover the whole right side, and this is where you can do your personal message. Okay, so then it folds up like that. Now I will take this and this one will go in here. Take my bone folder and give it a really good burnish on that fold. And there we go. All right, now we're going to do some stamping. So I have this left over. So I could put this in a card. Let's have a card here. I may as well show you how you do the whole thing. And then we'll do our stamping. All right. So I'm going to do 5 1/4 by 4. So we may as well get 3 cards out of this. It's so beautiful. You really don't even need a mat on it or anything. Okay, so there we have 3 cards. Okay. All right, let's do some stamping. Now, I have this stamp. It is back ordered, unfortunately, but it's a fantastic stamp, and it's by Pink Fresh. So I am going to work on this one and this one. Let's do this one first. Yes, the paper is gorgeous. All right, I'm going to put Merry and Bright right here. And I'm stamping it right on to the paper. Okay. And it looks like it's from already on the paper. So let me get this inked up. Okay. Does not look like it's right with the paper. Perfect. Okay, so there's Miriam Bright. Take that one off. Then I'm also going to stamp this one on the front of this card. Or I could do a, yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do that. I could do it. We'll see how it turns out. If not, I can always cover it up. All right. That looks pretty good. Just looks like part of the paper. Look at that. There we go. All right. Now, take that one off. Now on these cards, I did it on this paper, but it kind of looked wishy-washy, I think. So I'm going to try it on white instead and see if I like that better. Plus, I've used all my paper up, but I did that so I could get another card. So I thought I'd try it on white. All right. So I am doing happiest season of all. I just thought the brighter white. I think it was going out of focus because of the arm of the cutter. Yeah, this is a beautiful set. There we go. And then I'm going to have two of those. So I'll just spin it around. I left my large ink pad at home. There we go. All right, I'm just going to stick all of these on here and clean them later. All right. Okay, now I'm going to get the die. That's not it. Nope. Alrighty. That's not it. It's got a little, don't tell me I left it at home. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. How many stamps are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 10. So it's at home somewhere. Unless it is. I'm known for losing these things. Darn it. Okay, must be on my desk at home. So I'm just going to cut these as a square, I guess. Or I could restamp it with something else. Let me see. I wish for peace and happiness. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. See what fits across here. We could put that one on. Or this is a nice one. I think I'll do that one. All right. I'm always losing things. It's kind of annoying that I do that, but let's make sure I have this one. That one's got, yeah, I have that one. All righty. We're good to go on that one. All right. Let's try this one. Yeah, I've got some of the paper left over. It's been selling like hotcakes, I can tell you. Everybody that's come in today has bought it. And yesterday, but there was quite a bit there, so. And I've ordered the stamps. They're on back order soon when they come in, but they're beautiful. Okay, and then I'm just going to flip it around and do it again. Cindy gave me a magnet stick to go through the garbage. So I'll have to do that with it. All righty. Now, get my die. Here it is. Okay, I'll put it on my magnetic plate here. So I do not tape with this. I think that looks good. Looks a little off there, doesn't it? That little Christmas. The little C is down a bit on the stamp. We'll try it. I might have a glitch here. Yeah, I think it's off. Let's see. Yeah, it's off. See that? It's that, it goes down there. Where is it? Yeah, it's a fault. I will save that. Alrighty. Let's just use these. I did want to try a white. So I think what I'll do is I'll just cut this one out with my cutter. Interesting. Just want to see the comparison of the white or the beige. All right, there's the white. So we'll put that on. And we can make a decision. Or where's my other card? Or here is the beige. Yeah, Nicole, this one, there's definitely an error on the C. You can see the C just went down. Okay, so there's the beige. There's the white. So I don't mind the white with the white. And then this can be this one with this one. And then I'm going to stamp something on here. I will stamp this one. Okay. Yeah, I don't think any moving around is going to switch that up. There we go. I think I need a re-inker on this one. There we go. When I put my order in for the precision glue press, I am going to get myself a new Misty. If anybody wants one. Okay, so here we go. There's the beige. Beige. And then this is our bonus card. Yeah, I like the beige too. I was thinking because this one had the white, but we could also put, not have a bonus card and put a beige piece, have this longer as well. Anyways, there we go. This one opens like this. This one opens like this. And this is our bonus card. So that's on a one piece of paper. All right. So there we go. Okay. So that is it for today. I was a busy morning, so I didn't go around to see what I could choose to show you. I will show you I have some ribbon. All right, so this is snowflake ribbon and in green and white. And then I also have this beautiful ribbon. It just ties beautifully. And I have an array of colors, but I've used it before, but I'll just show you how wonderful it ties. Doesn't wrinkle all up or anything. Isn't that gorgeous? So if you want to add some ribbon to your mini albums or your cards, I have a really good selection right now. All right. Now, the other thing that we can do on these is we can add some bling. And that's what I did on these ones. So you can see I added little gems, pink fresh gems. Okay. All righty. So that's it. Thanks for joining me. Do you have a video for making bows? I don't think I do. I don't think so. I don't remember. All right. Thanks for joining me. Have a great weekend. Tomorrow we have our virtual, and it starts at 10 in the morning. So, and the store will be open tomorrow after the allotted time for Thanksgiving Remembrance Day. And I also posted a video of a scrapbook that I made for my dad for his war years. So in remembrance of Remembrance Day. So have a great weekend, everybody. And for those that are attending our class tomorrow, I'll see you then. Bye-bye.